Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Caught in the Energy Web. My name is Gator Green, and I'm here with Ardian and with Neo. In this episode, I will talk about grid singularity together with my co-host. Today's episode, we like to discuss what grid singularity did for Energy Web and how they were one of the founders of Energy Web. But as always, before we dive in, I'm curious if anyone found today's riddles. And before we do that, I'd like to reiterate that everything we say in this podcast is our own opinion, and this is a community initiative. So please let me know what you thought about the riddles. I saw that a few riddles were found actually this time, so that was great. Great to see that some of the harder ones were solved as well. Ardian, can you tell a little bit more about the riddles in this week's episode?
Hey guys, we had quite a few riddles this time. Here, let me just find it quickly. We had a riddle about with a Morse code, which when translated it meant artificial intelligence. And then another one with binary code, and when translated it meant grid singularity uses AI. Which next to the binary code was Y of grid singularity, but used in a different way, turned background. And then there was a nice hint on the text, which meant we go back to the roots and into the future, which was quite clever and a really good hint.
Okay, this time it was easy. I even also figured out what was the riddle. Yeah.
There were actually 6, right?
I forgot the reason. Yeah, there was a system message on the front, a pop-up message, which meant you look like you need a hint, which this on itself it's a hint for AI, and also uses some dash and dots to hint for the Morse code.
Yeah, so we had Morse code, we had binary code, we had the grid singularity logo, the Y was in there as well, I think, right on the top left, referring to grid singularity, the red Y on the left top. Maybe I'll share my screen, that's easy, then I can show you guys.
So guys, are we going to talk about the artificial intelligence and energy web?
Yes. Definitely. So this was this week's episode announcement. Here you see the binary code. Morse code was in the top. Under and above, do you want to continue? It looks like you need a hint is the system message that was referring to grid singularity as well, but also to artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is suggesting that you need some hint because of the previous times that the riddle was not guessed. And we've got a transmission tower, which is also, of course, related to the energy grid, and the Y from grid singularity. And then I said we go back to the roots and into the future. The roots is the binary code, but also the roots is grid singularity. Into the future is artificial intelligence. So I think those were all the riddles, right? Or did I miss anything now?
I don't think so. There were quite a few this time. But yeah, we will make it harder next time because quite a few guessed this week's topic.
Yeah, it's actually cool that so many people guessed it. I think it shows that people do try it, and that last week's episodes may have been a little bit too difficult. Anyway, so in this episode, what we will do is we will briefly discuss what grid singularity is and how they were founded. We dig into the relationship with Energy Web, which is an obvious relationship, of course, and we announce some new information that was found by another community member. Jobskop is his name. He shared that with us in one of the Telegram channels that I'm in, and yeah, we also have a teaser, and I don't know if people saw that. Actually, we have a teaser for what is to come with Caught in the Energy Web, and we have our own channel now as well. So please follow that channel if you didn't already. What we teased was this, and we're not going to say much more at the moment because it probably already says something, but there is something really cool on the way. And with that, I think we should go to the general introduction of Grid Singularity. Do you want to do that, Ardian, or you, Neo, or shall I talk a little bit about Grid Singularity before we dive in deeper?
Yeah, okay. I can also talk. I can also say some basics on the Grid Singularity, but it's your choice.
All right. Ardian, do you want to talk about the general aspect, or shall I do that?
Yeah, you can go ahead. I have something I think quite a few of the Energy Web members know, but yeah, it's really good for the people that don't really know Energy Web and who founded the Energy Web.
All right. Well, then very briefly, Energy Web was co-founded by Rocky Mountain Institute and Grid Singularity. And Grid Singularity is a very interesting company which is focused around energy exchanging and simulations. They've got a Singularity map nowadays, which has 650 simulations worldwide. You can see it on the map here. Some of these are exporting energy, some of them are importing energy, and some of them are neutral. You can zoom in on that and look at the different energy communities that have been built. You can see that there's a lot of them being built in Europe, high density there. And yeah, as a company, they're a very interesting company. They, well,
You have the Twitter video is playing.
Yeah. So it's already also on the webpage, right? So their approach and what they do. They're an awarded open source energy technology innovator, is what they call themselves. And they're focused around the energy markets and making digital twins. So Grid Singularity offers these energy exchanges. And like I mentioned, they co-founded the Energy Web Foundation along with Rocky Mountain Institute, about whom we talked last week. And I think part of what is really making them interesting is the team. And we already know, most people here know how they were founded and what people are involved here. So Ewald Hesse is one of the founders of Grid Singularity, Anna Terbovic and Dr. Gavin Wood, all part of Energy Web as well.
Yeah, Erwin, I think. Erwin is part of Energy Web too, or was, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, he's funded some of the validator companies.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So it's a really star team here. And maybe Ardian, now is the time to let you do the word for Gavin Wood, because you wrote a really nice thread about that in the past, right?
Yeah, it was an old thread. Yeah, you can help me with showing the pictures here too. I just wrote that beside Ethereum, beside Polkadot and Kusama, Gavin Wood also founded or was a founder of a company that co-founded the Energy Web, and you can find a lot of information here where he met with key team members from Energy Web from early 2016 and prior to that. And then we found a video. Someone leaked it. It's named a leaked video on a Serbian workshop from July 2014. And this video is right back at the time when he launched Ethereum. I think he was working there with Edward Heise to build a project on the blockchain on energy, and this leads to Energy Web. But yeah, you can find quite a few connections here, even him on the Rocky Mountain Institute introduction videos and more.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just forwarded that in the chat. This is the leaked video from Gavin Wood. And I'm not sure if it's leaked or if it was actually meant to be on there, but it's on there for quite a while now. And this is where actually the idea for Energy Web was founded. that led to the creation, as you rightfully described here. So yeah, there's very interesting connections, and I think that is, well, something most people know from the community that are presently here, I guess. But what people don't know, I guess, is the fact that Grid Singularity has got a lot of European Union involvement, right? So Anna Bovic, for example, I think she posed somewhere with Angela Merkel as well, Dutch,
Yeah.
German chancellor in the past, yeah. And these European connections, you see them back in several aspects. So they're involved in a lot of different European initiatives. I for Cities, Artificial Intelligence for Cities, is one of these programs that they're involved in. And there's another one which is HyperGryd, and we've got FEDEcom, and we've got ThumbsUp, which is something that is recently disclosed. So I think these are the initiatives that we can talk about in this session a bit more. And yeah, let's hope that people find this interesting, that there's something new to discover. I think there is, right? I mean, ThumbsUp was not something I heard of before.
Yeah, this one we just heard it, I think yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a message from Grid Singularity, I think, on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wrote a thread about HyperGryd from a long time ago. Yeah, you can see here, HyperGryd Project EU, FEDEcom, and ThumbsUp. But also he mentioned one supported by the German Energy Agency and the German federal government.
Yeah.
So there are two more that we don't know. The ThumbsUp,
yeah, because
and this other one.
Like Dina, we know that the blockchain mobility, what was it again? Blockchain machine identity ledger project. Any idea? Do you think it's the same project or it's something different?
No, I think it's a new one. I think it's related with Energy Web's project with Dina, digital identity registry.
No, I think myself this is a new one. It's not about that one.
No.
That's my
I
opinion.
think so too. Yeah, I think so too, because I haven't heard of Grid Singularity's involvement there, but I was just curious what your thoughts were before I started filling it in.
They never mentioned anything about Energy Web and their connection with Dina. And plus, on the blog that Dina or Energy Web mentioned, they didn't mention Grid Singularity. I don't think they mentioned that. I may be wrong here.
But it's about identity registry for the energy assets, and Grid Singularity also utilizing this. It could be related.
Yeah, they utilize it, but they don't provide any help beside what Energy Web does.
Okay.
That's my opinion, at least. But yeah, I can talk a little bit about HyperGryd and the FEDEcom.
And before that, guys, I want to provide some basics on Grid Singularity, if you allow me. So maybe some people don't know what is Grid Singularity and what they are doing, and I will just explain it in a simple way. So Grid Singularity allows your energy resources to be traded directly and turning your home into an active participant in inclusive energy markets. And this opens up the possibility of gaining and economic, social, and environmental benefits. And, let's say like that, a decentralized market structure based on assets enables trading at a local level, and it can also expand municipal or national markets by linking them into a unified grid system. Let me try to put this out in a more simple way. With the Grid Singularity, every energy assets like electric vehicles, solar panels, Tesla Powerwalls get a decentralized identity on the blockchain, on the Energy Web chain. And your digital agents, powered by artificial intelligence, carry out the energy trades on your behalf. And AI finds the optimum option to meet your demand, and it allows you to consume cheaper and carbon-free energy. It also brings lots of opportunities on, let's say, grid flexibility and the demand optimization side also. because AI is handling the trades. That's how the Energy Web and its co-founder Grid Singularity are utilizing the artificial intelligence. I got some questions on that actually lately. Does Energy Web is doing anything on the AI? So they are not directly involved with AI, but co-founder Grid Singularity is using AI, and they are building on the Energy Web tech stack. So
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
we can talk about some ongoing projects to understand this better, and we can start to deep dive into these projects like FEDEcom, Hyper. And what was that?
Yeah, HyperGryd.
HyperGryd. Yeah.
HyperGryd. Yeah.
So
The
that's basics.
Yeah, the HyperGryd one also mentioned a few times on their website that they are using artificial intelligence. But yeah, HyperGryd is a 3.5 year research and innovative project founded by Europe, EU Horizon 2020 program. The 2020 program, which we mentioned on the on the last episode on podcast 2, for Rocky Mountain Institute. So the HyperGryd is a consortium of 19 partners, which are throughout on 7 different EU countries. The countries include Spain, Italy, Sweden, Germany, Austria, Poland, and Belgium. They have some objectives to. They have some missions for this project. Their missions are integrate renewable energy to empower smart and hybrid energy networks, improve and optimize our overall system operation, the one you mentioned just now, new. Also, enhance customer participation in the grid management with and so-called energy exchange in a virtual marketplace. This is quite a name for what you just mentioned, and to create a secure and flexible grid while deploying all the solutions identified through this project. Beside that, this HyperGryd project will be used as a plan to scale it wider and replicate it throughout Europe. Also, under the solutions, HyperGryd demonstrates key enabling technologies. They have 3 solutions. One is enabling technologies for renewable energy systems. Another one is tools for informations and communication. And the third one will be an integrated HyperGryd platform. This platform, they call it platform of platforms, which will offer seamless transaction between different platforms to monetize, analyze, and operate the whole system from different aspects and different life stages. The entire platform will be on open source and will be is built by Grid Singularity, or I think so. They didn't mention who built it, but yeah, if you look under the partners, you can find that which part Grid Singularity is doing, and is building tools for energy exchange and trading in local energy communities for the HyperGryd. This is for the HyperGryd, but for FEDEcom, this project is just 3 months older now, and there are not that many informations. But for FEDEcom is I think a year old now. So for HyperGryd, for FEDEcom, this will be a 4-year project. FEDEcom will provide scalable and adaptable cloud platform consisting of analysis, modeling, and optimization service for planning, monitoring, and control of integrated local energy systems. This local energy systems is mentioned a lot of times from Grid Singularity too. This project, you heard me mention platform of platforms. They mentioned for HyperGryd, but here for FEDEcom, they use systems of systems, which I think is quite the names to use for for this projects.
Yes, interesting.
Huh? Didn't you?
systems of systems and platform of platforms.
Yeah,
We are using the same language.
yeah. And this same repeating the name. Also, Vodafone used. I think Gator, you can help me here. Vodafone used blockchain of blockchains. I think for Energy Web.
Yeah.
If
Yes,
I'm
that's
correct.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, they
this
really want to become the standard, right? Becoming the standard for platforms, becoming the standard for systems, and becoming the platform for blockchains, the go-to platform. I mean, that is what they're all about, it seems.
yeah this FEDEcom project is made of 18 partners, which are quite big, but I can't I can't name them. You can find it on the thread. But one really cool partner there is the Heista project, which also we found out like I think 2 months ago that this Heista project was using Energy Web blockchain for and this was found from the EU blockchain forum, I think, like 2 months ago we found it. And about the ThumbsUp project, we don't know that yet. We will dig dive on it, but yeah, we have no information so far.
Yeah, I think the project Thumbs Up is mentioned on that LinkedIn post here, right? So this is a post of 1 week, that's 1 week old. And basically what it says is that there was a kickoff meeting of the Thumbs Up Horizon 2020 project in Valladolid, Spain. I don't know how to pronounce that, but
Yeah,
it was hosted by
Valladolid.
Veolia.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is difficult for me. Last week I had this German word which came out fluently, but Valladolid, yeah, no, that's not working out for me. But this event or this kickoff had a consortium of 20 partners, and what they're doing is they're building thermal energy storage solutions. And this is something that Grid Singularity has been talking about quite a few times already. I saw it on Anna Trobovic's her post as well on LinkedIn that thermal energy storage is one of the focus points of Grid Singularity at the moment. And
Yeah,
what they're
yeah,
doing is they want to optimally manage buildings and unlock grid balancing or solutions. So grid balancing is also one of the main topics, I think, in the energy transition for the coming years, as solar energy and wind energy lead to a lot more fluctuations in the grid.
yeah. About Anna, you just mentioned.
Mhm.
I think 2 months ago we found an interview she did on the Serbian TV. It was all on Serbian language, and we had a community member translate it. Thank you to Zido, I think.
Ah,
Forgot.
yes.
Yeah, he translated it, and she basically said what we are doing right now for with Grid Singularity. We are not operating anything right now. We are just on a showing phase. We are just proof of concept, and we are showing the partners what we can do. Then
Mhm.
I think they will launch and they will go live and have transaction on Energy Web uh, uh, when Energy Web releases the Relaychain. And I think you have some information there about the Relaychain.
Hey, did you mean me or me? Did you mean
Yeah,
Neo?
I meant you. Yeah, I meant you have some
Ah,
you have
yes.
some information.
Yeah, you have some good info on that, Gator.
Yes, I may have. Um, so I'm not sure which thread this one. Yes, this was from December, so 2021, quite some time ago already. But in fact, what we learned since then is a lot about this work Grid Singularity has been doing. Because shortly after this thread that I wrote at the end of 2021, where they talk about the Grid Singularity Energy Exchange and a decentralized exchange as well, and a parachain. Um, that's when we found out soon after that Energy Web was actually going to launch its own relay chain for sure, and that this relay chain will probably involve Grid Singularity as a parachain on there. And I wrote that thread, like I said, almost about 2 years ago now, and we found some information in there that was quite interesting in my opinion. And what that was this Relaychain information. It's a picture that people that have been into the ecosystem a bit longer possibly know. But what was even more interesting, in my opinion, was that the D3A, the decentralized autonomous agent that they built at Grid Singularity, and that is possibly used in Tesla with the Autobidder system, that was going to be renamed, and it actually said EnergyWeb D3A market simulation here. So D3A and EnergyWeb, we know that these were connected to each other in the past. There was papers about that, and yeah, we found this discussion paper about how it would be implemented. This is quite old, I guess, because it shows a bit of a different system or a bit of a different picture than I found later. And I'll show you what I mean with that. Because later I found this in the Grid Singularity technical approach, where there's a full description of the Grid Singularity exchange and how it functions, or how it will function. And a little bit after that, they say, okay, Grid Singularity's technical approach includes a blockchain implementation, which will incorporate the energy asset identity authentication from EnergyWeb switchboard to ensure transparency and settlement automation. So by operating a parachain on a Polkadot-based network, which is EnergyWeb probably, we see that here. Wait, here. Oh. You see that somewhere?
I was trying to help you, but no, I can't see it either.
No, you guys know which picture I'm referring to.
Yeah. There's Polkadot on Grid Singularity.
I meant this one actually. I thought I had it on the website open, but it was not. So spoiling everything that is to come. Anyway, so you see the Relaychain and the consortia Relaychain by EnergyWeb, and then you see Parachain as a service, and you see Grid Singularity DApp Parachain, right? So this picture was very good to get last year, a bit more than a year ago, also 2 years ago almost. It was very good. It showed us that we were right about the Parachain coming, and yeah, that was really great news. But when you look at this overview, what was being said here, they actually explain how they're going to use EnergyWeb. So they gave this explanation, this overview, and they showed how the EnergyWeb switchboard is playing a role between the digital twin and the trading agent and the grid management solution. So it's actually about creating these decentralized assets, creating a digital identity for these on the grid, and managing these decentralized assets via the switchboard solution by creating digital twins with these DITs. And this shows how this functions and how the grid exchange functions. So that was a really interesting picture. And I think with EnergyWeb X that, when that goes live, when the Relaychain goes live, we will see a lot more about Grid Singularity's energy exchange and how that functions. And I can also imagine that this will tie back into what EnergyWeb now has on its web page, right? I don't know how you think about that, but now there's 3 solutions, main solutions that EnergyWeb is divided in on the website: the green proofs, the asset management, and the data exchange. Asset management is, of course, the switchboard, which is already mentioned here, like I showed you. But I believe that the data exchange overview and what it does and who it's for is also part of what Grid Singularity can offer or will tie into that. But I'm not 100% sure, but maybe you guys feel like this is totally not the case, but I have the impression that this is very much in line with the energy exchange, the data exchange, because energy data is going to be exchanged probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's kind of different thing.
Yeah.
I think this data exchange is not an exchange like Grid Singularity one. And can you open the page? Maybe it explains it better.
This page, you mean, or?
Yes, this page, and we can go for the overview part. I think maybe Grid Singularity also utilize this data exchange solution too with the switchboard. I don't know. I don't think it's an independent data exchange. It's kind of like a solution that Exchange will utilize it.
Yeah. That's what
Mhm.
I think. That's what
Okay.
me and Gator were saying. We're approving.
Yeah,
This won't be a solution solely for grid singularity. It will be a solution that data exchange will use, but grid
Like this
singularity
one.
will use for switchboard.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think this is exchanging of data, and then the energy exchange is more like the actual platform where you can trade energy and exchange that data, or purchase it up, I guess, or something like that. So this is actually an exchange like a platform, in my opinion. That's how I see it eventually. Connecting these two and creating a simulation of the real world. And this is actually the data that is being exchanged, and that gets sold possibly via one of these platforms, via this exchange. But maybe I'm not correct here, but that's
Yeah, I
my
am with
thoughts
you.
about
I am with you there.
it.
I agree with you. So this is actually very interesting. Like it's not like other projects on the energy web. And when this structure implemented with the grid and our homes maybe in the future, it will definitely change the energy sector. It's kind of like revolutionary, like artificial intelligence, and all these assets is integrating each other and creating a harmony. Actually, uh, this could be very great in the future.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe this also brings me a bit to the artificial intelligence part, because you talked about artificial intelligence and how grid singularity is tying into that, and we didn't really speak much about artificial intelligence yet. Um, but grid singularity and Rebase Energy, they are both open source tech startups, and they actually collaborated in this EU-supported Cities project to integrate EV tools for users of the grid singularity exchange to benefit from location-based solar generation data. So this is something that uses artificial intelligence and that combines two open source platforms, both Rebase Energy as well as Grid Singularity, and that is related to I. So this is a full description. This is quite long, but they were awarded with a grant by Cities, and they integrated this online tool with Grid Singularity's open source platform. And it was a 3-year EU-funded project as well. And it was looking for artificial intelligence solutions to accelerate carbon neutrality. So that is really cool. Also, they say is it more obvious now how we fit into the picture. So they're all about the management of these different assets, right? And Rebase Energy is helping with that via their open energy modeling platform. And yeah, I think this is one of the bigger ties to artificial intelligence that there is, right? Or is there? Did you see other links as well? Because I do think that
Yes.
um, there's
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
when it
artificial.
comes to grid singularity, I found quite a few links, but I never took it as a like a lead, or never took it a serious thing. But
Mhm.
right now, when with Chat GPT and with all this AI tools growing in like becoming viral, now we are looking deeper when they
Yeah.
mention AI.
Yeah, it's actually a more simple AI than the ChatGPT or the others, and it actually basically finds the optimum option on the market to meet your demand and consume.
Yeah,
Uh,
it shall
but
be
it's extremely useful tool to use this on the energy market.
Mhm. Yeah, it's more like machine learning, and artificial intelligence is more or less the same thing, but I think they call it machine learning more often than not, and grid singularity as well, right? I
yeah,
saw
or
that term.
autonomous, or autonomous, the platform, D3A.
Yeah, the autonomous trading platform. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but they are calling it AI agents who makes the trades for the prosumers.
Yeah, like a bot,
Yes,
something
trading
like a bot,
agents.
probably.
And on the website, they are calling it artificial intelligent agents. Maybe.
Yeah, they say AI agents there. Yeah. So there's a bit of different terms being used, but when people say that we don't have any relationship to artificial intelligence with EnergyWeb, I think that
But
we
we
do
found
tie
them.
in. Yeah, I think so. I think we do
can
tie
find
in.
we can find all the links for the energy web. Yeah.
We can tie it to anything if we want to.
Yes. just try us.
I mean, last time we tied it to burger consumption, right? So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Burgers, AIs, all
McDonald's,
included.
yeah. Anyway, so this we can also tie it back into Ocean Protocol, right? Because they also have energy data, and we talked about data exchange. So Ocean Protocol possibly comes in there too when we talk about data exchange. I guess this is also something that is tying in and connecting these dots.
Yeah, we had a connection with Ocean Protocol. It was an official partnership, I think.
Yeah, quite some time ago, but it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is how we can tie it into artificial intelligence, but I think it's also good to show a little bit. Oh wait, that was a good source that I just closed. Yeah, there it is. So Rebase Energy is actually, wait, this is not the page I wanted to show again. Where is it? I think I closed it. Anyway, Rebase Energy also has links to E.On again, and we talked about E.On in the past as well. So that is also something I just wanted to mention, that E.On and Rebase Energy are also linked to each other. This is very interesting because also Heista has links to E.On, from what I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
not sure
we
if you
see
know anything about that.
any guys, did we found any particular project with E.On yet? Because yeah, there are many things, many connections, but they anything like, I don't know, with Steading or with Vodafone.
Not so much, to be honest. I think we found. What
You
did we find?
found that they are invested in Energy Web token, right? Am I right?
Oh yes, they are, but I mean invested. I'm not sure if they actually bought EnergyWeb tokens, but I know that there is links to EnergyWeb, and these are in several fields. So
E.On, I think, is a validator of Energy Web also.
No, they are not.
I don't see them as a validator there, right? I don't think they are.
No, they are not.
Okay, that's my fault.
But they are working on blockchain solutions quite a bit lately. So when we talked about them in one of the first sessions, we found out that what was it again? They have the Green Cipher coming up project.
Yeah, Green Cipher and two more. You found yeah,
Yeah,
it was Green Cipher and another two more.
yeah. I have to look that up. But anyway, there's links to Grid Singularity via Rebase. But there's a lot of different large projects that you can link to each other. So I don't necessarily seek anything behind it. And E.On is connected in different on different parts, to be honest. So it could be that there is a link, that there's going to be a link between the Green Cipher project and E.On, but at the moment I don't know it yet.
Yeah,
Don't know if there is yet. Yeah.
we couldn't find a concrete connection.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I
Oh
think
wait! I just found something.
oh
Yeah.
Oh, this guy is, oh my God.
It wasn't. It
What
wasn't
did you
my.
find?
this is daily news. Ardian saying, "Oh, I
Yeah,
just found something."
look at this. Look at this.
Ardian finds
It's
something. Okay.
it's from a secret helper we got. I think he will explain it later. But yeah, if you check on that page, you have Edward Heisi, part of the meeting with E.On and and Microsoft, I think, was there. But look at here, Edward Heisi is part of this Look at the title: the controversial role of artificial intelligence in the energy transitions.
Nice.
Thank you to the person that sent me this.
Yeah, yes. Good. Yeah, interesting indeed. This is cool. Yeah, Ed Heista from Grid Singularity talking about the controversial role of AI in the energy transition. Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, this was
Did you
really
listen
cool.
that? Did you watch that? I did.
No,
I didn't
I
actually.
never
I'm
did.
going to do
But
it.
this is first time I saw this one.
Yeah, first
I
time.
don't know how I missed it.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
recall seeing
shocking
this
actually. You missed that. Are you missed something? It's not unusual. Not unusual thing.
Sorry, I was flipping burgers, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's definitely multiple links to E.On. I mean, we've seen it at several use cases. I don't recall all of them from the top of my head immediately, but there's definitely multiple there. And also to artificial intelligence again, so that's good to see. I'm not sure, is there anything that you still wanted to add to this conversation? Because I think we've talked about a lot of different topics within Grid Singularity. Just to briefly summarize, Grid Singularity, one of the founders of Energy Web, mostly building on the energy exchange solutions, different EU subsidized projects going on, like the I4Cities project that they did, HyperGryd, FEDEcom, ThumbsUp, a project with Dina. So there's different things coming. We do believe that they're actually going to run as a parachain on Energy Web chain, as we just showed. And other than that, I'm not sure. Is there anything that we missed in this talk?
I
I
think
think we are okay.
yeah, we just have to congratulate the viewers
Yeah.
of today, and hopefully we will bring them something a surprise from that.
Yeah. Live attendees will be surprised when we announce it.
Hopefully.
I think so too. This will not
Yeah.
be a
Hopefully.
one-time thing, by the way. This will not be a one-time thing, so that's maybe also good to mention. We've got something coming up that will go with, how do you say that? Also go back in time, so starting from the first episode, and it will continue the coming episodes as well. So
Yeah.
it's not a one-time thing.
Yeah, but I just took a screenshot of all the attendees for today, and I think
Oh,
it
we
would
have
be
screenshots.
yeah. I
Okay.
just
We should call it a snapshot. It's more
you're right.
right.
Buzzword.
Not the screenshots. Snapshot is way better.
I think that's a good idea, actually. That works. Yeah.
Yeah. Proof of
But
snapshot.
I won't explain why. But I think that's a good idea. I think some people will already know. Anyway, if there's nothing more that you guys wanted to add, I think we can call it a day. And I wish you a good evening.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Anyone? Any questions from the community? I see beers, fire, and all okay.
Fire is all okay, right?
Yeah.
Just gonna watch it all burn. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for your participation again. And I'm just looking for the Gator to add that to the fire. That sounds bad, by the way. Thank you for your participation, everyone, and for your input, Neo and Ardian. I'm looking forward to the next session, and
Yep.
I think we've got some good topics coming up. And yeah, wish you all a good day.
See you next week, guys. See you.
See you then. Bye bye.
Hey guys.